In the heart of a sprawling, rain-speckled city, nestled between silent streets and flickering street lamps, was a humble apartment building that leaned ever so slightly to the left. From the sidewalk, a single warm light always glowed in the little window above the stoop. It belonged to Mr. Elliot, an elderly man with soft eyes and a penchant for tea, who lived alone in apartment 2B. Each night, Elliot would sit by his window, knitting a scarf or thumbing through old detective novels while listening to the gentle murmur of the city below. The world outside was cool, blue, and hushed, and Elliot's lamp was a quiet invitation against the city's lonely shadows. One evening, as Elliot wound pale blue yarn around his needles, he noticed something unusual. Across the street, in the window of the closed bakery, a tiny glimmer of light, a hesitant, flickering spark, danced behind the frosted glass. There were no customers so late, and the owner had long since gone home. Elliot's curiosity tingled. He remembered stories of lost things found beneath city lights, and of gentle mysteries waiting just beyond the safe circle of lamplight. The grey hush of the city called softly to him. Wrapping his scarf tight against the cool air, Elliot decided to step quietly into the night, drawn not by fear, but by an aching hope to offer warmth where it might be needed. Elliot buttoned his navy coat and slipped down the stairwell, each footstep heavy and deliberate on the old wooden steps. The city, draped in a bluish mist, seemed to watch in silence. As he pushed open the door to the street, wind nipped at his cheeks and rain whispered secret messages in the gutters. The bakery's window beckoned with its uncertain glow, a promise or perhaps just a puzzle for his gentle heart. He crossed under the awning, pausing to study the narrow gap where the light peeped through. Gently, Elliot rapped 3 times on the bakery's glass pane. The flicker paused. After a moment, the door creaked open just enough to reveal a young, anxious shopkeeper named Nora. Her eyes shimmered with surprise and hesitance, hands dusted in flour beneath trembling lamplight. Elliot noticed how the electricity had failed, and she would been relying on a candle's faint glow to finish her nightly inventory. "You seemed a little lost in the shadows," Elliot said softly. "Do you need a hand?" Together, they ventured into the bakery's dim interior, Elliot following Nora's careful footfalls among the racks of unbaked loaves and empty cake stands. The flickering candlelight layered golden warmth over blue-tinted darkness, shaping mysterious, comforting silhouettes. Elliot's eyes adjusted, making out the shapes of familiar pastries and the faint outline of hopeful messages scribbled on paper tags. Nora explained, her voice quiet, that she had stayed late to prepare for her mother's birthday but had not noticed the hour until the lights snapped out. Elliot searched for matches and soon found a battered old flashlight in the supply drawer. Its pale beam, thin but steady, revealed more than flour and dough. Tucked behind a sack of sugar sat a small wrapped parcel, clearly a birthday surprise Nora had tucked away. Struck by the thought, Elliot suggested, "Let us brighten the night. My lamp upstairs glows kindly. Why not bring your cake and celebrate beneath a friendlier light?" Nora's smile bloomed, shy and grateful. Side by side, with the cake carefully balanced and candles still flickering, the pair braved the ghostly stairwell and shadows draped across the street, journeying back toward the warm lamp in Elliot's window. The stairwell's echo softened as they reached Elliot's door. Inside, his lamp poured honeyed warmth onto faded wallpaper and an old velvet armchair. Nora, still bundled in her apron, looked around in wonder, eyes tracing the gentle curves of Elliot's half-knitted scarf and the neat dignity of his small, lived-in space. Elliot made tea from a battered tin, letting the peaceful city sounds rise through the glass. Outside, the bakery's window had gone dark, but from here the world seemed a little less lonely, as if the night itself sighed with relief. They sat together, sharing cake and stories. Nora spoke of her mother, kind, brave, always singing in the shop. Elliot told of long-ago mysteries in old novels and the strange comfort of city nights spent waiting for something gentle to happen. The rain pattered on the pane, rich and rhythmic. In the lamplight, the walls appeared to pulse with silent music, wrapping the two companions in a softly enchanted cocoon. They laughed quietly at forgotten recipes and together lit a single candle in the little cake, letting its flame dance between them like the ghost of a birthday wish. As the candle's wax pooled, Nora's shoulders relaxed and Elliot's heart grew lighter. He pressed a half-knitted scarf into her hands, a small token for her mother. Nora's eyes glistened, the gesture like a promise stitched from the same threads of kindness that filled the room. Elliot realized that it was not great heroic gestures that knit their worlds together, but small acts of caring, a lamp left on in the night, a hand extended through shadows, a slice of cake shared. The city, once somber and aloof, now seemed to shimmer with possibility. Outside, the cold blue light receded, leaving a golden halo around Elliot's window. Night deepened. Nora slipped back across the street, her arms filled with cake and the soft scarf. Elliot watched from his window, feeling the city's hush settle around him like a blanket. The lamp glowed on, bravely, gently, casting comfort far into the drifting midnight. Elliot knew that somewhere, someone else might spot that distant light and feel a little less alone. And so, the gentle adventure returned him home, not with fanfare but with the quiet assurance that the smallest kindness might one day ripple through the deepest shadows. Elliot set his mug on the sill, pulled the scarf close, and leaned into his armchair. Outside, city lights bloomed like faraway stars. Inside, the lamp's glow spun a gentle shield against the night. Elliot closed his eyes, heart eased by a kindness shared, and let the soft hush of the rain and the muted city lull him gently to dreams.